This is Heard You Like It Raw, where we bury old systems, birth new truths, and alchemize the chaos into gold. Come as you are, but don't expect to leave the same. I'm your host, Nicolina, and this is episode 5. Welcome back, my little chickies, my little gotties. Yeah, my fucking raw community, my raw family. Before we even get into this episode, I just want to express my absolute gratitude to those of you that are listening, that are supporting, that are reaching out, giving feedback, all of the above, that are part of the Raw community, the Raw family, part of this actual initiative, and being the change we all wish to see in this world. I would not be here without you. I'm so grateful. I'm so excited. I love what I do. I'm so grateful that I get to do this. I'm a professional ass yapper, and so the fact that I get to do this is an absolute blessing, and I cannot be more grateful. And again, more grateful for this land. I'm still here in Kauai, and it has been a fucking dream, okay? It's been an absolute dream. Those of you that listened to episode 4, it's been a little chaotic, but we thrive in the chaos. We alchemize the chaos into gold here, and that's exactly what I've been doing, and that's exactly what we're all doing. And I'm just so excited. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of everybody else. And this world, this evolution, this change that we're on, the adapting to the age of Aquarius. And yeah, I'm just so incredibly grateful. So I just wanted to express my quick little moment of gratitude. And thank you again for listening and for tuning in. Please give feedback. Please reach out. So excited for this community that we're building and that we get to keep evolving and expanding together. It is so freaking dope. And so, normally I don't feel called to do this, but today I feel really, really called to pull a card. So, I'm going to do that really quick and then read you all what's going on in the energies right now. Okay, we got the Legacy of Light card. Number 7. 7 is such a magical, lucky number. We love that. We love Alana Fairchild. Shout out her. Grateful for her and her Oracle decks. They are just absolutely amazing. So let's find number 7. Here we go. So if this resonates, great. If it doesn't, whatever. Listen to it. Anyway, still good words, still good affirmations. So the Legacy of Light card. You are being asked to honor the legacy of light that is your sacred birthright. Take nourishment and support from those that have come before you, your ancestral lines, not only in blood, but also in spirit. Perhaps these are the beings that have inspired and motivated you to live as a sacred rebel from your heart and with belief in yourself. Period. The more you are nourished by this legacy of light from your past, the more you become a bearer of the legacy for those that will be supported by your light in the future. This is a sacred endowment from the great universal source of light to humanity. It is the light of wisdom, creativity, radical courage, love, and respect that is passed down from the heart of each generation to the next. The legacy of light is your spiritual birthright to refine and shine your essence into the world. To be like a sun, radiant and unapologetic of your nature. The Oracle of Legacy of Light comes to you when you need confirmation that a creative choice you're making or have made or soon will make is one that is in alignment with your sacred purpose and spiritual path of healing and growth. This frickin' podcast confirmation. The Legacy of Light cannot be ignored without some detriment to your sense of well-being. Okay. If you were if you were asking about a particular question and drew this card, then part of the answer to your question is that the issue at hand is one of utmost importance to your spiritual growth, even if it seems like a relatively insignificant question. The energy around this matter is relevant to your sacred birthright to shine. Perhaps you need to trust more, to know that all is well, no matter what appears to be, and to ask for help and believe that you deserve to receive it. The Legacy of Light also asks you to call on the unconditionally loving support that exists for you every day. This light will offer you all manner of assistance. To not call upon it is like starving because you believe you have no means to acquire food while a feast lays before your eyes. If only you would partake of it. Perhaps you worry that you are asking too much of those who wish to assist you. However, this is a mistaken belief. Those beings of unconditional love who assist us spiritually every day, each day, need to shine just as we do. When they are embraced for their purpose, to assist with the spiritual growth of humanity through unconditional love, they too become a part of the legacy of light, shining bright with love and helping to illuminate the world. Although you may doubt your goodness at times, and being human does mean there will be some very dark moments on your path, this oracle affirms that you are coming from love with the pure intention to simply live your life and do your best in the circumstances in which you find yourself. You are being asked to avail yourself of the help that is awaiting your request so that your own light can be part of the greater shining legacy of divine brilliance made manifest upon earth. This oracle is also guiding you to something in your family history or spiritual ancestry that is relevant to you now. Your spiritual ancestry can be recognized through the traditions and cultures you are intrigued by and interested in. They do not have to be the same as the spiritual traditions that you were raised with in this lifetime, although they may be. The influence of your family history and or spiritual tradition may be encouraging and constructive, but it may also be holding you back. Sometimes we unintentionally absorb the hidden fears of our parents or our religious upbringing, such as the beliefs that dreams cannot manifest or that we have to compromise to the point of losing what makes us feel truly alive. If you can relate to this or want healing, just in case it is happening beyond the level of your conscious awareness, simply complete the healing process below. If you are involved in a group project, this oracle is asking you to stay true to the heart of why you began working together in the first place and to seek assistance, protection, and guidance from a source that loves all of you unconditionally. You can do this through the healing process below. Finally, if you need a jolt to recognize that you are a creative being entitled to explore your ingenuity, perhaps through taking a class or pursuing your own artistic interest at home, then this oracle brings the particular guidance that yes, this is a part of your life path, and you are encouraged to take it further. You are also acknowledged through this oracle as having some special creative and healing offering to make the world in this lifetime. You will leave a legacy of light for the greater good upon this planet, and you will be lovingly supported in many ways by the great creative universal intelligence when you ask for help. If you don't know how to do that, just complete the healing process below. Clearly really wants to complete the healing process below. So say aloud. I'll say it, and you can pause and affirm it back with yourself when you're ready, or just come back and reference it whenever you need a quick little boost. Okay, say aloud. Through unconditional love, I am open to receiving the support, guidance, protection, and assistance that I need to manifest the legacy of light that shines through me now. I let go of any conscious or unconscious attachment to beliefs or relationship patterns that hold me back from fully shining my light in the world. I ask that my creative journey be aligned with my spiritual path and blessed for the greatest good. So be it. Place your hands in prayer at your heart and close your eyes. Bow your head to your hands and imagine, sense, or perceive that a beautiful golden light pours down from the center of the universe into the top of your head. It then flows slowly through your head and into your heart, all the way down through your body and out through the soles of your feet. When you are ready, simply open your eyes and you have completed your healing process. I'm going to do that really quick. Gosh, I love this deck so much. It's a Sacred Rebels Oracle by Alana Fairchild, and for me, it has just been so amazing. Sacred Rebels. What is a Sacred Rebel? Somebody that's not going to go on the path. The fish that's going upstream or going off the path. Like, not necessarily the leader or follower, but someone who's questioning authority for the greater good. You are a sacred rebel. You're rebelling because it is sacred divine intervention, and it is what the world needs. And so I got this deck probably right before I came to Hawaii, and it's been such a dream for me and so helpful on me going into this path. And wow, I just literally, what a beautiful way for me to go into this episode, because this episode is if I was the Queen of America. Okay? All jokes aside, I don't actually want to be the Queen of America. I just believe that there needs to be new order, okay? And whoever wants to take this and run with it, please. We need a queen. America is dying. We need nurturing. We need a rebrand. It's insane. So, America, we need a rebrand. Y'all know it. Y'all know it too well. Let's unpack the system failures, Burberry level marketing revamp that America needs, and what an actually great society could potentially look like. We need to let people have boundaries and let others change the world. So yeah, I am coming to you all live from Hawaii for today's episode on what my perfect world would look like. Again, all jokes here, folks, you know. Obviously, it would be a complete spiritual beauty makeover. Like, step one, make everything pretty. I know I've mentioned that I'm a Libra rising before, all about the aesthetics, all about that stuff, making shit pretty, cute, being in awe. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't be a little fragile masculine. Don't be a little fragile. I can't talk today. Step out of your fragile masculinity and make shit cute, okay? Be masculine and be like, but that's really cute, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe y'all just need to read the ACOTAR series. Like, honestly, the Court of Thorns and Roses, like, that would make y'all be cute again, okay? Because you would see that there's these amazing, fae, godlike creatures that are so masculine and raw and muscular and just amazing, but they're so in tune with their feminine and respecting the divine woman and their queens and their high ladies, okay? I could rant about that series all I want. I still need to finish the 5th book, which is so exciting. I know I'm just waiting for the right rainy day to do it. And anyway, getting back on track. So honestly, the first thing that I would probably do is have a day every single year where the entire world goes out and like plants a tree. Just one. It's really no big deal. Like on this day out of the year, probably Earth Day, even though every day is Earth Day. Fuck work, fuck phones, fuck whatever. That's your one goal. You spend time with your community, you spend time with your family, your loved ones, whatever. You go outside, you take that sacred moment for yourself, and you plant a goddamn tree. Because we all know we need that. Please, more plants, more oxygen. Please, with all the vapors and all the gas and all the oil and all the things, just plant a tree. It's really not that hard. Like, I'm not asking you to do a fucking 6-hour beach cleanup or whatever you want, but, like, you know, feel free to volunteer and do that shit, but just plant a tree, okay? 2, have a 1-minute moment every single year where the whole world does a collective deep breath. This is actually my wettest dream possible. Like, if anyone ever asked me, what's your wettest dream? That is if everybody, the whole world, all just went, doesn't even have to be a minute, but like, you know, when like the ball drops and everybody's like counting down, granted time change, we would have to completely align it to where everybody did it together and it made the most sense for everybody. And yes, it might be in the middle of the night for some people. I volunteer to be the middle of the night one because I'm up at the night anyway. When the moon is up, I'm up. So like, if we all just took a deep breath together, do you know how fucking sick and powerful that would be? Do you know that what that would literally do to the Earth's vibrational frequency? Just once, just one breath every single year, preferably every day, would be really, really cool, you know? But if we could all really just what that would do for mental health. What that would do, guys. That's insane, okay? That would actually be amazing. Like, so many benefits. In my yoga teacher training, we did a lot of like collective breath work and meditations together, and it's just so much more powerful and effective when you do it in groups and you do it with others. So strength in numbers, my friends. I say it all the time. Strength in numbers, baby. Now, if we took a little breath, whoosh, wet dream, okay? We could also offer better healing spaces that are like parks and play areas for adults to heal and interact, spaces free to the public, but not abused by the public. And you don't need insurance or a therapist. You just go and you create or you dump there. It will be a safe space, healing houses, if you will. There just needs to be more like communal, nonprofit, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't really care about the logistics of it, but just a space. Because sometimes a lot of people really don't want to go to therapy. They don't want to talk about their problems, but they just need to let it out and they need a little bit of guidance or inspiration for it. So maybe you're just feeling off, you step into the healing house for the day. And the thing is that there would need to be a lot of them. This way people didn't abuse them or whatever. And it didn't have to be this whole freaking thing and stingy thing and whatever thing and selfish thing. Like, no, this is just a space. People come in, they do their little moment. Maybe they take a deep breath. And maybe they create something, maybe they smash something, whatever the fuck it is, just do it. Like, literally, I don't care. I don't care. There's no judgment. Just do it. The 4th thing that I would do is teaching baby beings that they're made of energy and that they can create their own realities and that the proper systems are in place for them. If we were taught from a young age how to properly meditate, Do you know what badass shit we could be doing with our minds right now? Do you know how many people, maybe not a lot, but there's a handful of people that I have watched online that literally have practiced and meditated to be like telekinesis and move shit with their minds. It's insane. Like they'll literally shoot water bottles off the whole fucking desk, and it's crazy. Like you can see it. It's insane, and it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. And you guys want people sitting in fluorescent light schools talking about shit that doesn't matter? It's like the older I get, the more I'm like, who let people in charge? Who gave them power suits and power positions? And I just don't get it. Number 5, universal parasite cleanses. Most countries do this besides America. So America rebrand. Well, we need a parasite cleanse. I know you don't care about our health, clearly. If anybody listened to episode 3, clearly you don't care about our health or our food systems or anything like that. You just want to poison us. Parasite cleanse, everybody. We need to be doing this like biannually at least. My God, it would do wonders for so many things, so many health problems, so many things. Parasite cleanses. Okay, number 6, have true access to clean water and figuring out this whole system, okay? First, we need to cleanse the water we have hurt and abused and neglected and poisoned, but it's possible. I'm a little overly optimistic sometimes, and I really do believe, I don't think there's really anything as like overly optimistic. The world needs way more optimism and positivity, but it's possible. I believe anything is absolutely possible, and I believe we can clean the waters. I've even dived into a whole thing on how we can clean it with putting tuning forks in the oceans, getting those vibrational frequencies out of here, pushing that shit out, cleaning it, transmuting it, alchemizing it. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. I just heard somebody scream. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Therefore, it can be alchemized. It's constantly there. Every energy that has ever been in the universe is still here. We just need to alchemize it. Alchemize the chaos into gold. It is possible. You ever watch a negative ion turn into a positive ion? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Whatever. You guys get me, okay? That's not what I'm here to do. Go ask your physicist friend, chemistry friend, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Go ask them, okay, for the logistics, all right? But in all seriousness, I believe we can heal the world. So there is a lot I would do, but for starters, let's talk about my favorite thing in the world. Energy, all the energies. It's everything I talk about, the raw energies of life, our raw truth, our Sat Nam. This is our truth. We are energy. Really educating our world on being energetic beings, and that not that it's only for the taboo or the woo-woos, but for everybody, because everybody is a human being, and in that being is energy. Whether you like it or not, sorry, you have chakras. You have positive and negative charges in your body. You have a vibrational frequency in your being. You have meridian points. You have chakras. We are all made of atoms. Therefore, we are all energy. Duh. And you have an inner being. And that is in this law of attraction-based universe. Law of attraction, energy, therefore the things. Sorry, it's true. Hate to burst your bubble, but that's what's up, okay? Now let me get real with y'all for a second. We know about the fake news and the propaganda, and the news in America simply isn't news anymore. Like, journalism is a fucking joke, honestly. And I say this because I know people in the news, and I know how passionate they are about reporting. And the way politics and biased bosses are allowed to only show what they're only allowed to show is fucking stupid. Take it back. Take our power back, please. Take back journalism. Take back real reporting, because the world needs real, raw truths, okay? I do my part, but there's people that are genuinely going to talk about other stuff that I don't want to talk about, and they need to have the freedom to do so. They need their freedom of fucking speech. But except all of these news stations, all of these broadcasting stations, all of these journalisms are silenced. All of these journalists are silenced, okay? And it's not fucking cool. We need to report on the shit people actually want to know, not sweeping stuff under the rugs. Actual live reporting. Like, yes, sometimes there are real and serious cases being covered, but the tone and the attitudes about it, I can't stand. Like, wake the fuck up, people. Give it to them raw already. Time to be brutally honest again. Take back our freedom of speech, please. So that's why I'm here, saying the shit people are really afraid of saying, covering topics I always wished I saw on the news, because it's fucking insane. Oh my God, the whole like slow and steady, don't freak everyone out approach isn't working. We find out anyway. That's why I hate lying and sweeping shit under the rug, because the truth always comes out. It always comes out, and you want to know what? When you find out later, you feel fucked. You feel screwed over. You feel neglected. You feel abused. You feel fucking misled. And that's worse than just having the brutal, honest truth. Rip the Band-Aid off, stick it to them raw. Jesus. It's time to start living life the raw way, the heard you like it raw way. Real, raw, brutal honesty, okay? It hurts, but so does finding out later. Like, sis, come on. Come on. You know when somebody lies to you. You know how that feels. And you know you would always, always, always wish they would have just fucking told you from the get, okay? We have so many resources for this shit, and like, I just don't understand. I will never understand how this society, specifically in America, was created. Oh, that's right. Oh, I know. I know who created America. Oh, I know. I really, really know. Men. Stupid idiot men with wooden teeth and bad hair. Guys, it's time for a rebrand, okay? I started the trend with my season 2, and now everyone may follow, and everyone may have the courage to do so themselves. Okay, go. Yes, now. Rebrand everything. All this make America great again. How about we rebrand America so it can be great, not again, so it just can just be great? Because I don't know if it was ever great, in my opinion. There were great things, but like, come on. Something that I love, like referencing my little PR background, is the perfect marketing and branding example of this would be Burberry. If anybody that knows about the Burberry remarketing brand, it was chef's kiss, okay? No one wanted to touch Burberry in the 90s and early 2000s until they made a fucking change. And they took Emma Watson and they did a photo shoot with her and made her the face of Burberry when she was about to release one of the Harry Potter films. And they didn't really change, but their mood did. Their attitude changed. And like all iconic rebrands, it got better. They basically made something and made it cool. Same thing with Apple. Apple's one of the best rebrands ever. They somehow made technology like cool and sexy. They just decided to start marketing it that way. And guys, we can do that. We can do that. We can make it sexy and cute and fun again and have the power. But you want to know what? We needed women, because women are sexy and divine and have that freaking kind of creator power, energy, divine, alchemizing, intervention type of energy. We are just no longer the wives at home, men at war, business owners, church on Sunday. I mean, people still go to church, but like, we're no longer like that type of America. Shit has changed. It is so different, and you can't force us back into that same shithole you want just because it looked like it was better. It wasn't. Let's be real. That's why change happened. That's why people demanded freedom. And in fact, where we are at now in society is so much better than how it was back then. We definitely expose more and are more vulnerable. And what a fucking world to be alive in. Holy shit. Like, I wonder why the other options were like either this or like somewhere on Mars or something like that. But like, holy shit, there had to have been something different for sure. You know, like, there has to be something different. There has to be a better world, because I, again, feel like I woke up here and I'm like, guys, what'd y'all do? Like, who let it get this bad? Like, who did this? It literally feels like the parents left and the kids, the children, have been in charge for way too long, and now the house is a mess. Clean it up. Fix your shit. Be better. My gosh. I really wanted to call this podcast originally the Be Better podcast, and then it was just like, be better, be better, be better. It just didn't work, okay? And then this somehow got the epiphany of Heard You Like It Raw. So we are all out on our own journeys, but we don't have to do it all alone. And whatever you believe in, I need you to know that you are an extension of source energy, God energy. You have the divine connection with you always. You always have all the answers within you. Period. And that's what we need to be teaching our future generations, and how to tap in and recognize this early on. How to teach people to believe in themselves like they would believe in a God or a higher power, because we are just as important as this. Now, I'm not saying turn into a full-blown God complex type of being. drop your fucking ego, okay? But definitely for those struggling or hurting to know that you have source within you, you have divine wisdom and magical powers within you. Trust me, you are a magical being. You are an energetic being. You have it in you. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking, and if you don't believe you have it in you, then you don't. But if you believe you have it in you, you do. Okay? Recognize this and don't ignore it, all right? And what got me on thinking on this is, you see, the spiritual community, like all communities, have their good and bad side. And as far as I've gone down this path, I've met some pretty manipulative people in this realm of healers and spiritual people. It's insane. Like, you have this person who markets themselves as a healer and all good vibes and intentions. And, like, mind you, I've had this opinion for years. Like, bitches in college would be like, oh my God, peace, love, and good vibes. I love everyone, blah, blah, blah. And then be like the biggest fucking cunt behind people's backs. Or like go do some other toxic ass thing, and it's like, sis, where's that energy now? Like, one second you're being like, oh my God, I am love and you are love and we are all love, and then the next being a fucking bitch talking shit about somebody. Like, I say this because watch out for those good vibes people. Use your intuition. You always know when someone's being shady or not truthful. It's a tool we can all tap into and have our own internal compass always. And what got me into this is I was thinking of this guy I know. I've had readings done by him, and I watch what he posts and how he tries to market himself. But the thing is he's kind of shady, like manipulating people, kind of shady, saying one thing and then really only doing all of it to cash in a check and become this godlike person. And that's why I say, like, watch out for people like that, because truthfully, it's all a little ego driven. They still feel like, oh, well, I'm divine, I tapped into this, and blah, 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 blah. And then they literally think they're God. And, like, we all are an extension of God. We all are source. We are everything. We are everyone. But there's a fine line with that. And you're either on the egotistical side, or you're just like, hey, it's all love. We're all one. I ain't shit. You ain't shit. We're all shit. You know, it doesn't really matter. And so those people that want to be praised for, like, doing good in the world or praised for healing others are doing it based out of ego, hence wanting to be praised for what they're doing. You don't do things for good to get praise in return. You do things for good just to do things for good, because that's who you are, a genuine, compassionate human being, and you believe in a better world, not because you believe that people should believe in you, okay? Not for universal love and not for expansion, which is where people should be actually acting from community, from coming together. Start showing up for those you love more. Like, stop being asshole to your friends and your family. People need to show the fuck up more for those they love. And it's just such a powerful thing when we're able to step out of ourselves and see the greater good of the universe. And, like, gosh, I just can't. And, like, another thing that leads me into this is, like, I'm so sick and tired of seeing celebrities and influencers just sit there silently posting about products and their lifestyles. Like, for those saying, like, yeah, but I'm the good guy, I make my donations to charities and, like, all of that. But, like, if you have a platform and you have followers and you are not using it for the betterment of this country or this world, you are part of the problem, okay? You are a big part of the problem. And I believe everybody has their own problems and their own things to figure out. Sis, strength in numbers. If you're elevating, everything else will elevating. If you're elevating others, you get what you give. So if you're just sitting there and being like, buy my product, buy my plastics, keep poisoning yourself as you sit up there in your high horse and your little protected castle and all your good stuff and your whole community and worker team of people serving you, and you're not actually doing good for the world, like, I am so baffled, okay? Like, seriously, the world is dead ass on fire right now and going into one of the worst times we will ever see, the worst transformations we will ever see. There's going to be mass destruction. That is what the age of Aquarius is all about. The last time we were in this was the Civil War and also the Renaissance. Like, guys, there has to be change and then Renaissance, but change, but destruction and change and destruction and destruction and destruction. But then we can rise again, right? And if we do not unite and come together and be there for each other, like, Jesus, like, come on, how hard is it to care about your people? And newsflash, again, for those people with platforms, you would not have any of your fucking fame and deals and brand deals and your followers and your money and your fans if everyone's fucking dead, okay? You won't have any of it if everybody's fucking dead and killing themselves and killing each other and being poisoned by the brands that you're supporting. Be the change you wish to see in the world. I know you can do it. I know you have it in you. So fucking change. Use your platform for good. Okay? I know I'm a little baby influencer, but look at is it this hard? Is it this hard? So then I think about people who have who are so much farther ahead than I am in life and know this information, and I am baffled. I am baffled. I am absolutely baffled that they are not doing it for good, and it drives me mad, and it is why I come on the mic and I scream every single fucking week, because I can't stand it. Can't stand it. It completely boggles my mind. I just really don't understand. My passion is to have a platform to speak about these issues and help us all be stronger together. That is my one true goal and mission in life, and I really don't get how others don't do that. Using my voice for good, using what I feel for good, for change. There's too much cruelty in the world. And I'm not saying this isn't put me on the high horse. No, I'm just saying just to keep doing it. Ignore me. Not ignore me, but listen, but then spread the love, spread the light, okay? Jesus, I don't need praise, I don't need all of this shit. I just need other people to care, just a sliver of the amount that I do for other people, and that would create all the difference. And take a deep breath, makes me fucking sick. You absolute fucking monsters. Okay, on top of it all, let's just shit on everyone who keeps fucking posting more about plastics and plastics and plastics and plastics and plastics and more plastics, okay? Killing us. We know there are microplastics in our bodies, and why are you not using your platform to fucking help people? Why is being healthy something worth gatekeeping? Why is helping others heal something you want to gatekeep? I don't get it. Why are you still promoting more plastics and more damage for the environment? Do better, please. Is it really worth it? Is your ego really that fragile that you can't ignore one brand deal and actually make change for good? Or you can't even utilize that brand deal and negotiate that they change something about their products? Are you fucking kidding me? It's just insane. And it's one thing to truly influence and inspire. And if you're doing that, great, amazing, then this isn't for you, okay? So obviously what I'm saying, if it doesn't resonate with you and you're like, I'm not like that, okay, great. Keep being better, okay? Keep being what you are. And that's amazing. And I love you for that. And keep it going. Thumbs up. Really 10 out of 10, okay? But if you're not and you're just a whatever influence, and I say this with the amount of love I possibly can, change. Influence for good, influence to help others heal, okay? Not to just showcase yourself and continue racking in money to live your little consumer life while everyone is fucking starving, okay? And depleted of resources and on borderline of committing suicide. Truthfully, okay? Makes me fucking sick. Again, you absolute fucking monsters. My God. And we all just keep getting caught up in the distractions and the work-life balance because this economy is miserable to live in unless you're a millionaire, and it's just true. People are really struggling, and this is not the America I thought I was growing up in. This is not the society I was led to believe in, okay? This is not my home anymore. And until we find that balance, I am out of here. That's why I dived down to Hawaii. Get me off the mainland. Get me out of there. It is so bad, okay? And I'm still in America, but my goal is to leave, okay? And we need to tear it all down, and we need a rebrand. Our culture is consumerism, right? And right now, it's also a dictatorship. It's why I left and why I'm choosing to never come back until these systems are corrected. And I say corrected because we are out of balance, guys. We need to get back into alignment. We really are. I've said it before, and I'll say it again and again and again until that shit sticks, okay? If it's up, then it's stuck, So this leads me into my next topic. I love when I just randomly sing, honestly. If you're not singing or skipping or whatever, being fucking weird, try it, okay? Try it. I think more people need to do that because it would make your days more fun, honestly. And so my next topic with this is that, we need to have boundaries and the power of saying no, okay? For those influencers and the brand deals and all of that stuff that you're too afraid, okay? Stop living in fear, okay? Be brave. Do shit that scares you anyway. And the power of saying no. This could go into, the people-pleasing trap, okay? And how this ingrained need to please others, often at the expense of personal well-being, is not worth it, okay? Because also, too, when you're unethically taking a brand deal that you really don't feel aligned with and you know that is poisoning the rest of the world, you want to know what that does to your energy system? It fucks with it, okay? And your law of attraction, so you might have your brand deal, but then you're wondering why everything else in your life is falling apart because that shit ain't right, sis, okay? Okay, all right? Sharing personal stories and saying yes out of obligation and the impact it holds on your life. Like when we say yes out of obligation, it has an impact on our lives, obviously, on our literal energetic well-being, on our physical well-being as well. When you are not listening to your inner being and you're afraid of what others will think, that's not good, sis. That's not good, okay? That's not good for your brain. That's not good for your body. That's not good for your spirit, your mind, whatever you want to call it, all right? We need to redefine boundaries, okay? And with that is hit up your freaking friendly little boundary queen, whether that's a therapist, a life coach, a influencer online talking about these good things and the boundaries that we need. Like, setting boundaries is a form of self-care, self-love, and empowerment, and it's time we start respecting other people's boundaries. It is important. When people have strong boundaries, that's sexy, okay? And not when you're just like, no, like, and being a bitch. But when you're actually like, hey, this is my boundary, and you're showing up in love and in light, that's different. And when people are doing that and they're trying to make change for themselves, for the better of themselves, let them. Let them do good for themselves and for the others. When we do good for ourselves, we do good for the world, okay? And there's also ways with this to communicate your limits with your family and your friends and at work. And it's taking a little bit of time to research some nice communication practices and communication theories and all of that stuff, and just actually figure it out and learning how to set those healthy boundaries and redefining them, honestly. And I get it. Communication is hard. Confrontation is scary. But what's scarier is how much you're dishonoring your inner being. That's scarier. If you're not doing what sets your soul on fire, that terrifies me. If you're living your life out of fear, that's scary, okay? Not actually claiming something and claiming that fucking self-love with your boundaries and with the power of saying no, okay? And I get it. Like, there's fear of rejection, okay? There's fear that if you set those boundaries, everyone in your life will leave you. And maybe it's happened before. And maybe you have some neglect and abandonment issues. And I hear ya. I really do. Like, I really, really do. But I think all of my abandonment and neglect has only taught me fuck what other people think. Because truthfully, you really need to take a good hard look at yourself and realize that you are not a bad person for setting clear boundaries for yourself. You are not a bad person for saying no to something you don't want to be doing. Duh. And if anybody makes you feel that way, you don't want them around you, okay? We're most like the 5 people we spend most of our time with on an energetic, vibrational level. So you don't want to be around them anyway. Fuck them. Fuck that. And I get it. Some people have some crazy, terrible circumstances and they can't leave, or they have financial holds over them, or whatever it is. There's always a way around it. Hit up your little neighborhood communications expert, and I bet you I can figure out how to get out of it. Or hit up ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to be source energy and give you a divine message for what you're going through, and watch what it does and watch how it changes your life, okay? Embracing these rejections and saying no is essential for our growth, our clarity, and our mental peace, okay? Saying no creates room for the things you truly want in life and need. My God. Literally, when we say no, you can't come into my space. But when we say yes to something we really don't want, now we have all this energy clogging the space for something good that's trying to get in. Because you said no to that thing, now it's in your body, and now the yes thing is trying to come in. But it's like, wait, you don't have any room for me because you said yes to the thing you really don't want. So now I'm going to go around. Law of attraction. When you're saying yes to things that are no's, you're saying yes to all the no's in your life. But when you say yes to the things that are yeses, make it make sense, right? Okay? Do what your body is saying yes to. Okay. And for me personally, I mean, I think learning boundaries has been totally hard and totally new for me at times. And I think I've gotten really good at it the last couple years. And it definitely took a lot of therapy and meditations and deep emotional, spiritual healing and letting go. But I think I'm in such a better place now. And now I look back like, oh, girl, why weren't you doing this for so long? Like, I know it seems scary, but you don't want those people in your life anyway. That's why you want to say no. But you're just afraid people are going to leave you and you're going to be alone. But sometimes that's the best thing in the entire fucking world. My God. Because now when you say no and those people leave, you create room for the real people that are the real loving, amazing people that are supposed to be in your life and want to support you, want to see you succeed, want to see you grow. All right? When you say something no to something big, there's freedom that follows it, okay? And also, when we say no, this leads to better opportunities, more time for self, and for healthier relationships, creating the space for the good to come in, okay? There's empowerment through the no's. So I am encouraging you to practice saying no in your life and reflect on the new profound power it brings for you. The radical act of saying no is a form of self-love and self-empowerment, okay? And when you do that, other people are inspired to do that. And when we do that, we're all doing good for ourselves, i.e., raising the universal vibration, healing the earth together, collectively, strength in numbers, okay? Now, all of this can tap into themes of self-worth and boundaries and empowerment that could resonate deeply. So, like, I'm just curious. Please message me. What do you guys think about this stuff? Like, I'm really curious. And if there's something that you're really struggling to say no on and you don't know what to do, reach out. I'll help you figure it out. Or I'll give you a prompt to ask ChatGPT or a little meditation or some guiding. But like, I'm here to help, okay? Because I've been through enough shit to know how to navigate a lot of sticky situations, all right? And I think this is a really important topic, and like not just saying no in the bedroom, but in our life overall. And like saying no in the bedroom is really, really important, okay? And all of this is relevant to rebrand of letting others be themselves and letting them say no and stop following the societal constructs that we've been built up in. Saying no to those systems. Fucking those systems, you know? And I do want to just quickly tap into the saying no in the bedroom because that's definitely a scary topic, and I just wanted to pause and take a moment. Take a little deep breath. Saying no, especially in the bedroom with your divine sexual energetic being, is so important. And practicing safe sex and safe boundaries while you're having sex is so important. And I really just wanted to throw this in there while we're having boundaries. Protecting yourself and learning ways to navigate this. I'm like almost speechless over it because it absolutely breaks me thinking about how I didn't know how to say no a lot of times. And there's so many people out there in the world who just say yes because they feel like it's the thing they should be doing, or they worry that that person's going to leave them, or whatever it is. And when you learn to say no and be okay with that going, I promise it's going to seem scary at first, but I promise it's going to get better. And I don't want to get too deep into this because that could be a whole entire topic around like sexual abuse and assault. And I'm truly sorry for anyone that has ever gone through any of that and felt like they had to say yes in a situation when they really wanted to say no. And I'm so sorry. And I've been there, and it makes me absolutely sick. Woo, that kind of just caught me off guard for a second. Quick little download about that, and that I've been in places where I felt like I couldn't say no. And I was coerced into having sex, and I just didn't really know what to do and felt pressured and was in a room with someone who was super mentally, physically, emotionally abusive, and I didn't really even know what was happening to me. And so much so, this was years ago, this was in 2021, and I love that my ADHD brain gets off topic, you know, but in 2021, I had a time where I didn't know how to say no. And it basically took like an hour and a half of kept asking me. I just kept like avoiding it and didn't know what to do. And eventually I just said yes, just because I wanted it to stop. And that's not a good reason. I just wanted it to be over. I just wanted this person to shut the fuck up, honestly, and that's not a good reason. And I never would identify with saying that I was raped, because I know people were very brutally abused and raped and mistreated. And so I never want to take away from those who have experienced really, really, really painful, traumatic times like that. I just want to preface that I didn't even know it happened. I just kind of thought that that's what happened, because that's how I kind of had most of my sex from a young age. Like, I just felt like I just had to please the man and let these things happen and just say yes to give them what they want, because that's the way I felt like I had to be in this world as a woman, and felt like I didn't have a say and I didn't have autonomy over my body, and that I was just a woman and I wasn't enough. And I got home from that one trip, and I was actually on the phone with one of my guy friends, and I'm telling him what happened, and he's like, "Nicolina, you were raped." And I was like, nah, it wasn't like that. And he's like, "Nicolina, he coerced you into having sex with him. That was non-consensual." And that shook my literal being. And from then on, I made a vow to myself, to all the women in the world. Like, I just really cannot stress enough how having those very clear boundaries and having ways to properly communicate in those situations and get yourself out is truly, truly important. So I'm really sorry for this little off-topic moment about that, but it just kind of intuitively came in and felt like I needed to share. And so thank you all for holding space and for allowing me to share that. And yeah, it's just something that I can go back into, like my second episode, like really respecting the women. The women are our creators in this world. They are this divine feminine energy, and we need this balance, and we need the masculine to stop mistreating the feminine. It is not okay. And having clear boundaries and saying no, the power of saying no, is how we make this change. And again, I'm so sorry to anyone that has ever gone through anything along the lines of that. It actually makes me so fucking sick. And this one, it's really deep, and it's a very hard lesson to know. And wasn't trying to really bring into the whole bedroom thing, but like that's obviously very important and something I would love to actually dive into more. But let's get back to the boundaries and getting real with them, and how we need a rebrand. Okay, we need a rebrand in this world. The shit that's going on is not okay. It's really not. You want to manifest your desires? Great. Say no to more shit. Say no and check in with your intuition and say fucking no. If you don't want to go to that party, say no. If you're not drinking right now and someone offers you to drink, say fucking no. If you're not smoking or doing drugs or whatever your vice is, say fucking no. If your friends are going on this trip but you're working on yourself and saving for something greater, say no. Okay? I'm all for a spontaneous trip, but when you actually feel called to it, and if you are feeling called to something greater but your group isn't doing it, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? The people that are really with you and want to support you and see you grow will be there for you, okay? Boundaries can be hard to learn and to integrate, but when we do, it is such a blessing, and your life will change. I promise. I am living proof of that. And when we let others do as they please, and as their inner beings are called to, and we give each other the space and the freedom, and we listen to the no's we are hearing, we're raising the universal vibration. We're putting strength in numbers. We're all growing and healing and elevating together, okay? Let people choose better for themselves. Don't judge them. There has been so much judgment towards me most of my life for caring about what I put into my body and like not putting junk or shit or fast food into it. And the amount of times someone has said to me like, "Oh, just fucking eat it," when I say I don't eat gluten or dairy, like fuck off. No. You eat it and continue getting poisoned, because we know gluten here in America, not good. And the dairy, oh God. Please tell me you've seen at least one documentary of the mass productions of farms. Horrible, unsanitary, just outright disgusting, okay? And guys, you know, if I was Queen of America, because we can't have a president anymore, duh, the systems are so fucked. And so this is like a hypothetical. If I was queen of a whole new system, I'd not only change our products and the way we treat consumerism, I'd be ensuring breathwork is taught in schools, emotional intelligence, conflict communication and resolution, as well as self-defense. By the way, this is not me pitching to you for me to be the leader of this country. That is not what I'm doing here. What I'm doing is plugging you all into my cute little brain and my thoughts and my dreams of a better world. A world I would actually want to bring a child into. And so we're innately animals and creatures of the land. Get real. That's the truth. It's always baffled me that we don't teach people how to be humans in school and how to tune into our instincts and our boundaries. Wow, I'm just really like the instincts. Yeah. Yeah, let me just quickly say this again. Fuck every fucking man that blames any fucking sexual assault or aggression on any woman from their fucking primal instincts. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. There are good men out there in the world that respect the women and just fuck off, fuck you. Wrap back into that topic and just finish that off a little bit. Fuck that, okay? And I'm just over it. I'm so fucking over it, okay? Like, we should know how to take care of our bodies, our homes, our families. Like, how I don't know how to live, not to mention how to live based off of what a couple of white men decided 100 years ago or so. Like, fuck off. Get real. Why are you still following their systems? I'm not. I can't. I chose not to. I can't. Again, I'll go down kicking and screaming. I literally don't fucking care, okay? Because they have proved us wrong time and time again. They have proved us that they will just abuse us. And I am over it, all right? I will not learn only what they want me to learn. I will not work in these corrupted systems, and I will not abide by this kind of fucking country. I'm out. That's why I left. That's why I'm done and I'm out. That's why I'm going back to school over the seas. That's why I left to Hawaii, because at least I'm here and truthfully not a part of like the real America. Like legally, yeah, whatever. Literally, it's a different world over here. And I just couldn't do that kind of life anymore. I cannot keep abiding by these stupid fucking idiots in power, all right? I couldn't do the regular life, all right? And I'm not saying that I'm going to become George of the Jungle out here, but I am saying that I will not be part of society that continues to get poisoned by their food, their air, the electromagnetic frequencies that are horrible in certain cities. Like when I was in Phoenix, I can literally feel it. It's horrible. It's depleting. It's awful. Like everything's so concrete and electrical and dusty and desert. And I'm like, this is not aligning for me, guys. It's really not. Especially knowing how sacred and valuable our land is and our bodies that are connected to the lands. Like I cannot be part of a society that is ignorant to this. And to the people who continue on without a care, I just can't. I can't deal with them anymore. I have to turn away and continue to do my part and be connected and strengthen numbers. And I hope more of you continue to make more changes in your life for the betterment of the world and for the betterment of yourself, your partner, your kids, your family. Like, don't you want them all to be happy too? Don't you want to be happy and at peace and not having a world that is so fake and dark and plastic everywhere? Like, come on, guys, picture this. Whoever the fuck inserted plastic. Okay, so like, picture this, all right? They're all having a little meeting and they're sitting there like, okay, I got this really cool idea. And then like, okay, well, what happens when we need to like dispose of it and it goes into the earth? And they all just sit there and there's like, crickets, fucking crickets, okay? And they're like, I don't know, let's figure it out at a later date. And now we've had all of this trash and plastics and oils and things. And this is why I say this, because stupid people were in charge. Oh, but they were just, no. Because a woman would never disrespect the divine mother. Duh. Literally, duh. It's absolutely insane. And someone, preferably a woman, should have been in that room to smack them fucking sideways and be like, hello, why the fuck would you do that? You cannot continue creating this until you find a proper way to dispose of it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Stupid, should have never been left in charge, okay? And, like, if you don't have a plan where it's going to go and how it's going to actually better our land and actually uphold the universal vibration, we couldn't do it. We shouldn't have done it. Like, we need to find better solutions. And what do you mean you're just going to pile it up over there and, like, I don't know, we'll burn it and then, woof. I just like really would love to go back in time and be like, who the fuck did this? Who the fuck? And just bah, everybody for doing that and fix this shit because God, it is horrible. Like, it should have been put to a halt to it. I understand that we also have a lot more access to technology and resources and knowledge and research than we ever had before. And I don't know how there isn't more change. And I don't know why the people that are in power that understand this, I just like, it doesn't even make any sense to me because the people that are in power, like, haha, fuck them, let's kill them off, like all the poor people that don't have power or control in the world, like let's just keep poisoning them and kill it off. If you're so up there and you know so much, don't you realize that it's just gonna kill everything and everyone and you don't have a place to go? Like, it's insane, okay? And I understand some things are very, very necessary. And I also understand that there's always another way. Again, absurdly, positively optimistic when it comes to this, that there's always another way. If you can dream it, you can believe it. If there's a will, there's a way. If you can believe it and you can see it, that's what I believe. And I believe that there should have been better ways. And so now I'm here to be like, guys, please, please stop. Please stop killing us. Please stop making these products. Like, it's not funny anymore. It's not a game. We see you. It's not like I'm like the climate crisis activist coming out and being like, you're killing a planet. Like, no, like, you're literally killing the planet. And, like, I'm not angry. I'm being so fucking literal. I might be a little angry, but I'm being so fucking literal. And I would just really appreciate it if you could stop already, okay? You guys have made the tools, the money, the research to find better solutions, and have also brought you billions and your loads of cash. And wouldn't you want the land to stay so you could keep enjoying your benefits? Idiots. Idiots, idiots, idiots. And I just don't understand why one of those billionaires wouldn't want to do this and be like the Lord and Savior of it. If it's about power, then why wouldn't you want to actually be the power for good? This way people actually like you rather than think you're a corrupted billionaire or millionaire or whatever the fuck it is. Whatever. Like, people would praise you. You would set the standard. Boom, domino effect. Everyone else would follow. I don't understand. And, like, no, I'm not in your shoes. But that's why I try to put myself in your shoes. I still probably would go down this route. Like, I still would probably stop killing the earth. But it's like, wow, they really just don't fucking care. And that's why we need to abolish them and abolish the system. And so this is why we really need to teach people from a younger generation that we're energetic beings and we need to come together and learn how to heal the earth and have this symbiotic relationship with the land and ourselves, because that's what's happening. And like, the frickin' people that are just gonna, the rich that are just gonna go off to Mars, like, boo boo. Boo boo. Mars won't accept you. Mars will not accept you. I don't care what you think. Mars will not accept you. It just will not happen, all right? That's not happening for you. I'm sorry, but it's just not. And so, like, back to things like the school and, like, breath work and learning how to really be a human and connect with the land and take care of ourselves and all the energies in the world between the feminine, the masculine, all of that that goes into emotional intelligence, communication skills. Learning valuable communication skills shouldn't just be for those getting their undergrad in communications. Like, it's a human skill that we all should have. It's so silly to me. Like, why did they do this to us? Just to keep us right where they want us? Just to keep us not knowing shit or learning more than those in power who are pulling all the strings? Like, self-defense alone, it doesn't make sense why we're not taught how to stand up for ourselves in a true manner, like physically or emotionally. It should be without a question. We should be focused on teaching our future generations how to take care of themselves as energetic human beings. I know that was kind of like a big little scramble, but you know, that's kind of what I'm all about. And one day I was basically sitting there drinking out of my paper straw out of plastic cup, wondering why we do this. Like, paper straw, plastic cup. What the fuck's the point? And like, thinking about it on a deeper level and how it doesn't make any sense. And we force people to do things in plastic cups because we're always on this go, go, go mentality. And we just need to slow it down. Slow your goddamn self down. Like, it doesn't make sense to me at all. And I was originally having this thought and saying, should we or shouldn't we be doing this? What actually energetically aligns with our beings is what matters. We don't need to go to cups because there's truthfully no rush, no hurry at all. Like, have your drink in the place, enjoy your mug, save the planet, chat with friends or a stranger or your family or whatever. Like, you know, really thinking this more rather than like the gotta go, 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 very much America mentality. That's kind of what got me into this. And like, This is part of our whole rebrand. Get out of the go, go, go mentality and step into the slow it the fuck down and get back to what we're actually here to do. Experience and love fully and completely, okay? Taking care of our bodies, taking care of our families. Like, obviously, you have things that you actually need to take care of, but you can still slow it down. Like, all right, we don't need any fucking thing job wise unless you are literally saving lives, but like, get real, fuck off, let everybody work from home. Let us use our reusable shit. Stop making plastics. Stop making straws. Like, there's just so many other ways we could go about it. There's so many ways we could help each other and use our combined resources to do things, actually bring back community, things that actually matter and are actually meaningful and help us grow and heal and feel love and joy and all of that shit. And so, honestly, I feel pretty fucking complete from that. I know I kind of went down the little rabbit hole and got a little sidetracked and got a little heavier on that, but that's my whole point basically is like if I was queen, I would teach everybody how to actually fucking be an energetic being and get back to community and loving and all of that because this stupid life that everybody lives and whatever in America, America's the greatest country. Guys, there's literally no culture. There's no sense of community. There's no sense of anything. It's just paper and plastics and consumerism and capitalism, and it's a fucking joke. And we need a rebrand if there wants to be any fucking America ever again, truthfully. And I say this from the absolute bottom of my heart, of my butt, as I am someone who has been raised in America, has done the corporate America thing, has been truly a fucking consumerist in this capitalistic fucking economy, whatever. I know my brain's just mushy right now and just not really making a little bit of sense, but that's okay. You guys get my point, and I can say it from this perspective because I lived it, I've breathed it, I've experienced it, and it's insane. You go to travel to other countries, other places in the world, or you even just read a goddamn fucking book about being an energetic being, and you would know about deep healing and all of that and how the whole system is fucked and everything is fucked, and there are so many better ways that we could have gone about this. But the problem is the people in power have little to no emotional intelligence, or they do and they have the awareness, but they actually really don't give a fucking fuck about you, and they're evil. And that's what it is. And that's why we need to tear down the systems because the systems are broken, and we need to tear it all down and then have a clean rise. And that's my dream, and that's my wettest dream. No more plastics, no more capitalist people fucking slowing down, okay? People not worried about money or surviving, people actually enjoying their lives. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't understand what's wrong with going outside and seeing people happy and thriving in their communities and frolicking around and skipping down the road and being happy. What is wrong with that? What is your problem with happiness? What is your problem with healing and the betterment of our world and community? Like, gosh. And everybody that has problems with it, you're just living in fear. Sorry, love. You're just living in fear. You're not living authentically. You're living in fear because somebody hurt you and you can't figure it out. So you're going and being a big old fucking piss baby and throwing a little temper tantrum and pulling your power strings and living out of your ego. And it's ugly. It's ugly, it's not cute, it's stupid, and I don't care what you can fucking buy with your money or whatever ways you can make yourself physically look fucking different. You're ugly if you're living from your ego and all you do is care about power and not love and not the universe, and I'm fucking over it, alright? So this is my rebrand. This is my rant. As always, giving it to you fucking raw, baby. Thank you so much for listening. I know this one was a little fucking chaotic and a little all over the place, but we're alchemizing this chaos into gold, baby. That's what we do here. And I'm just, again, so grateful that I get to come on here and do my rants and live my silly little life. And oh my God, the moon! She's right above me. I love her. I'm so grateful to be alive. So grateful to be in this land. So grateful to have my freaking rants and do this and be a part of this change in the world, because that's what this is all about, and that's what my experience is about and my purpose here. And I'm gonna keep fucking going till y'all hear me, and I don't care. I'm gonna say this shit anyway. I love being outspoken. I love being an investigative martyr. That is my human design. That is what I am here to do. And come with me and say it again. Fuck these systems. Tear them down. We're over it. We're not doing it anymore. Revolt. Start a revolution. Fuck this. Revoke that shit. We're done. Strip them away their powers. I'm so fucking over it. Yeah, and that's my rant. And thank you for listening. I love all of you who listen to my podcast more than you will ever know. I am so beyond grateful. I really appreciate all the feedback, all the love, all the support. And like, this isn't me just being like, thanks guys for listening, like and subscribe. Like, this is me genuinely like, yes, get on the fucking wave, baby. Start living authentically, live in your truth, give it to people raw, because that's what's fucking up. The real brutal honesty in the world is the shit I like to see. Yes, sis, tell them to fuck off. Yes, baby, tell them to fuck off. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. If it makes you feel good, if it sets your soul on fire, if it is truly what's good for your inner being, I'm here. I support you. I'm proud of you. Let's fucking evolve and create this shit together, and let's destroy the patriarchy, because it's been a corrupted system for way too long. Time for the matriarchy to rise again, because that's what's gonna heal our world and bring back a lot of love and light. And I think that that's important, and that's my happy little song. And yeah, hope you guys liked this episode. Let me know what you thought. Message me on Instagram or the Heard You Like It Raw Instagram. Either or, I don't really care. I just want to connect and hear what you're thinking and hear what kind of topics you want me to dive deeper into. And yeah, peace and fucking blessings, my babies, my goddies. And as always, if today lit something inside you, let it burn away what was never yours. Let it build the world you choose to live in. Remember, the system only works if you believe in it, and you don't have to anymore, and you are already free. Right now, you are already free. At the beginning of this episode, you completed your healing process. You are free, baby. You just have to live like it. It is your choice. It's always your choice. Until next time, stay wild, stay awake, and stay you. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'm out.